Do we have any kind of interest music?
We do on YouTube.
We need like some kind of music. I mean, like, I don't know, something.
You gonna sing? You should sing for
I
us.
will. I mean, it'll be bad, but I will. I'm not scared.
Just George Strait. You can just let it
George
go.
Strait?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I can do that.
George Crooked.
Yeah.
Or Easy E. You're more. I can see you Easy
Too
E.
much cussing on that.
One of your most famous lines ever is "Everybody likes Nelly."
You reckon?
Yep, that happened right over here. What are you listening to? Everybody likes Nelly. Oh, we're live, by the way.
Oh, we are live.
And we knew this. 40 seconds now
I
we've been
forgot.
live, and we got you two talking about.
Happened right over here.
Uh-oh.
What are you listening to? Everybody likes Nelly.
Turn your volume off, Shane.
I'm working on it. You calm down.
So over here watching Nelly. All right, we're live. Episode 49.
49. Really?
Is it 49?
I don't know. That's what you put up
It's
here.
seriously been
I'm
almost a
guessing.
year.
You still got Pete's in your beard.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
Why
Camera's
are we
going
flashing?
haywire.
We're flashing and
is the
jumping.
camera acting up?
I guess that's what happens when you do a header with it off the top rope.
Yep.
This is not good.
We're going to give somebody a stroke tonight.
Let's don't do that.
We need to put a flash warning on there so
Oh, man.
people.
That's bad.
That is bad. We don't have another camera. I thought you had another camera.
Some flickering. We do. We're going to have to probably swap that out, Dave. That's the only thing I know to do.
All right, well, how are we going to do this? Can we
Uh,
do it on the fly?
Yeah. All right, bear with us, guys. We're going to
As you can see, we're having technical difficulties.
swap
Thank God Brandon's
cameras.
here.
Give us 1 second.
Cue the awkward silence.
Now it stopped.
Because, no, it's still flashing on mine.
There we go. Why is it showing the table?
We'll get there. Give us just 1 second here. Sorry, guys.
If we look lost, there's probably a reason for that.
All right.
Turn it. Turn it to me, towards me. The other way.
Other way.
Whoa.
There you go. Too far. Right there.
Right there. Perfect.
That's good. All right.
It's kind of crooked, but
Good now. Working fine. It has frozen, guys. Give it just a second. That's a lot clearer picture, too.
and the thing's cockeyed though. Look, it's
Yeah.
like we got three-wheel motion going
Look
on.
at it. It's crooked.
Well, do I need to try to fix it? Here,
Somebody does.
I can't tilt the picture on the. Well, anyways, as you all are
Twist, turn the. There you go.
right there. Ho.
It came back.
Good.
Yep.
All right.
Dead and good. There.
Well,
right
as
there.
we're
That works.
stumbling through our camera swap, thanks for tuning in tonight. Episode 49, as we were talking about. We're coming up on our 1 year anniversary.
That's crazy. Don't seem like it, does it?
Yep, we got how many ever weeks there are in a year?
52.
52. March 4th was the day we made our page.
Was it really?
Yep. So that's pretty crazy. But anyways, so Shane's back from Florida. Is that suntan or is that windburn?
A little of both.
A little of both.
Yeah, it was very nice weather down there for us.
You didn't bring it back.
No, it's been raining, and I've been in Savannah the last 2 days with my daughter playing volleyball, and it rained there the whole time. I
Savannah?
mean, the whole time.
Well, it's thundering right now. You know what that means, right?
It means it's gonna snow.
Yep.
I hope not. I mean,
I know you didn't have the finish in St. John's that you wanted,
yeah, obviously.
but you're going to be a trivia question next year.
Who caught the first fish?
The
in
very
tournament?
first fish of the 2021 season.
Well, I mean,
And Jack Hartzell even called out here. He says, "Congrats, Shane, for leading the St. John's tournament." At one point, you were leading.
yeah.
You led for about an hour and a half
I
until
was-
everybody landed where they were
until
trying to get
everybody,
to.
until everybody else stopped running. Yeah.
Well, technically, we'll give you the fog delay too. So realistically, you led for like half the day.
Yeah. I don't know, but that tournament was kind of weird. I knew that staying out there daylight to dark was a waste of time during practice, but you still have to do it. You can't
Right.
just. You feel like if you don't get out there and do it, you feel like you're kind of putting yourself behind the 8 ball. And with the weather being the way it was, and this with the the warm spell coming, I think we were probably 4 or 5 days from seeing 100 pounds. And I mean, it obviously as the week went on, it got better. But if it hadn't have got bitterly cold, I mean, it got down in the mid-30s in Florida, and that's just that'd be like it being, 10 or 12 here, and it just don't suit those fish well. They want it hot and sunny, and when it's anything other than that, they don't
Well, all those
they don't
lakes
do
are
very well.
shallow and flat, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot of structure in them.
Well, especially the thing about St. John's is since all the eelgrass and stuff is gone, there's nothing to filter the water there.
Gotcha.
I mean, you struggle to see the bottom in 2 feet of water.
I did notice it looked very black this year.
It's
on
very
camera.
black. And I think that's the main reason the eelgrass has not started coming back. There's not enough light penetration to allow the grass to start coming back. Everybody's like, well, they're spraying it. Well, they probably are doing some spraying, but still yet, the grass has to have the light penetration to make it grow.
Right.
And there's nothing to filter the water. So, short of them going down there and planting some eelgrass up shallow and allow it to start, working itself out, I don't know what they're going to do.
No, well, Florida Wildlife, whatever you call it, Game and Fish Commission.
FWC.
I know they spray a lot.
They do.
Especially on Harris. I've heard a lot of bad stories about that. But at the same time, they seem that they do a pretty good job of protecting one of their biggest, I guess, cash crops is what you'd call it.
Man.
Bass fishing.
Guys that don't travel a whole lot don't understand what actually goes on in Florida. I mean, obviously you see all these big fish that get kicked out of Harris and Toho and Kissimmee and Okeechobee. It's more of the nationally known places. I had a friend that was down there. He usually watches. I don't know if he is tonight or not. Lenny Smathers. Lenny fished a little river down there and was constantly sending Rob pictures all week long. One day they had right at 40 pounds.
Yeah.
6 days in a row they caught one over 9.
That's crazy.
And they were steady catching, 5, 6, 7 pounders. And Florida, that place it's just got them. It's as aggravating as it is to fish, especially for somebody like me. I have a real tough time slowing down, and if you think you're fishing slow enough in Florida, you need to slow down some more. Because it's so tough. Because those fish, they have so many places to hide, and they don't have to move a whole lot.
Right.
They just kind of chill out till something gets in their face.
Especially when they're getting ready to go on to bed, too.
Yeah.
So, Jason Land just asked, would you say they were post-spawn?
No. They were a few postponed fish, that especially on Rodman. I went to Rodman the second day, never seen a place in my life, caught 13 pounds and should have had about 18, but that's neither here nor there. But on Rodman's a reservoir. It doesn't fluctuate with the tide like the St. John's does. And once I got up there on day 2, I realized that the fish up there were a lot further along than the fish on the river. The water temperature on the river the first day of practice was 58. The first day of the tournament, it was 64.
Yeah.
Well, when I went to Rodman on day 2 of the tournament, it was 68 to 70. So there was some postponed fish. I did see, some fry and whatever, but it, it's just kind of, it was a gamble. I never went over there and practiced, and I'm sure that I probably should have, because there was a lot of the guys that finished in the top 20 came out of Rodman. I think Patrick Walters actually led day 3. He was in Rodman.
He had almost 27 pounds that day.
Yeah. But
Jimmy, thanks for tuning in. Whatever's going on in the hospital, we hope everything's all right. Jack Clarksville said you called it. You said likely a new angler would most likely win this year, meaning one that had not won before. He said he didn't interpret that as as technically new.
Yeah, yeah, technically being new. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations to Brian New, man. He did an awesome job. He kind of found him a little area that had some fish in it, and obviously they were coming to him, because they went from 12 pounds to 20 pounds to 21 pounds to 25.
Yeah, and didn't have a real
No, and he never
Florida giant, did he?
had one of those 8 or 9 pounders. He just had a bunch of, like the last day when he had that big bag, he had a bunch of 5 pounders.
Yeah. Look, Sab Fish and Joey just tuned in here.
Joey got so scared he ran all the way to Virginia. Scared.
Life of a lineman.
Scared. Now, I think that's an excuse.
You think so?
I do. I really do. I think it was an excuse.
I think that tackle pack that he was talking about giving to Daniel Cook for winning the first week of, well, I guess the first week, whatever you want to call it.
The
Here I
first
am
week
talking
of
about fantasy football,
yeah.
week 1.
Right.
Whatever it is, the first leg. He's probably going to go up there and make some money so he can pay for it. He's talking about tumblers and cups and all kinds of stuff.
Dang.
Ronnie Wilson said he's still chasing his boat around Murray. I did hear a little story that,
I hadn't heard this.
Sab backed his boat in at his house for the BFL because the weather was terrible.
Yeah.
He pulls up to the dock, drops his power poles, steps out. Somebody said he got his foot wet or something. I don't know. I don't know all that. He went up to the trailer to meet his co-angler. He come back down. His boat was away from the dock.
He gone.
And I heard one of our other viewers, Chris Marshall, had to bail him out in that situation.
Jeff Murray, our Greenwood dates have gotten changed. I was just messing with Joey there. Joey actually had to go out of town for work. So, we're going to try to make that happen as soon as both our schedules get together where we can do this. So we're kind of on hold. We're kind of on hold for the 1v1 at Greenwood, but it will happen. We just don't know when.
Yeah, so next week you guys are at,
Yeah.
I hesitate to say Loudon Tellico because they're calling it Tennessee River, but that's
Well,
what it is,
they're
right?
calling it Tennessee River because we're going out up in Knoxville.
Okay.
But it is Loudon Tellico Lakes. I mean, technically.
And then you all go straight from there to
Back
Chain,
to
right?
Florida for the first Open.
So
Chris Marshall
Are you-
outing him. He said no, he forgot to put his poles down.
that makes more sense.
Danny Cook said Joey's hiding out at his house.
Daniel would know.
So are you able to lock it all, or are you locked
Where?
in at Loudon?
No,
You're
no
not
lock,
able.
No
you're not-
locking.
Okay.
No locking.
What can you lock to from there? Chicken Island?
Watts Bar.
Watts Bar. I've never been up there.
Yeah,
I want to get up there and see the big Pyramid Bass Pro Shops. You
that's
been in that
nowhere near
place?
there.
Oh.
That's in
That just
Memphis.
shows you what I know.
That's in Memphis.
That's Tennessee, though, right?
It's
Yeah,
on
the
Tennessee-
complete other end
Yeah,
of it.
the other end. It's right there where you cross the Mississippi River to go into Arkansas.
Well, I want to go there, or not wherever you're going.
Why do you need to go see a Pyramid Bass Pro Shops when you got a tackle store
I just want to go see it.
close to your house? Has got
they got-
probably twice as much as they got in stock.
Well, they probably do, but they got that big giant aquarium and stuff like that. You know, I'm a fish
We got an
guy.
aquarium right here with paper in it.
Yeah, but you said you're not
We
putting
need to
a
get us
bass
a
in there.
fish.
He said he wouldn't do it.
Hey, you guys want to buy the filtration system? Do it. More power to you. It's
I'll-
sitting right there.
I'll-
We
Man,
can
it's
set it
thundering
up.
like crazy.
I'll get one.
Set it up. We'll set it up. We'll put us a little fish back here.
Get us a little spotted bass.
You
put
got
him in
all
there.
the minnows
We'll
you
call
need.
him Fred.
Fred.
I think we should do that.
Ronnie Mueller, you still hadn't got your rod from Joey?
There was a little bit of a debacle. Joey left out of here the other night.
Did he leave it?
He left it, and he took some stuff for a friend of his that they got from me, which I outed him for about $1,200 on that
Oh,
deal.
Fishing
Lord.
tackle. It's a lot of
And
fishing tackle.
It's a bunch of
so
worms.
I'll get home, and Joey texts me and says, I
F1.
forgot the rod. I'm like, are you serious? Well, he forgot the rod and part of the other stuff he was taking to his buddy, so his buddy met me up here, and I passed the rod off. So it's been a debacle.
Oh my goodness. Ronnie, you may never get your rod.
So sometimes with Joey, I love him to death, but I wonder if his head wasn't connected, if he'd leave that laying around.
I'll call you in a few.
Jason Land, registration is open for Wiley, 227. What
That's going out
what
of
what
South
ramp
Point.
you going out of, Jason?
It's out of South Point.
Out of South Point, I'm pretty sure. I'll let Jason
I don't know
comment.
why he'd go to that route.
What?
South
A
Point.
lot of guys
Because it's closer.
coming from Yadkin.
You're the one of the few guys that don't live on that end. Everybody else does. What's Daniel Cook talking about?
Don't worry about it. I'll explain later.
All right, Jason's going out of South Point. What is that? 227. So that'd be
8 to 4. Or
8
the
to
hours
4.
on
Man,
that.
come on, Jason. I done told you. People won't go fishing in the morning time when they bite. I know you're getting old, but I mean, hey, you know, they make hand warmers and things like that.
I'm gonna be
Big
honest
coffee
with you.
pots for old people. All that good stuff.
Listen, my dad, anytime he fishes with me, brings a thermos. Looks like a bomb rolling around in the floor. It's about that long, about that big around, and it's full of coffee.
Yeah. Jason Land, that's what you need. We call it coffee for old people.
You better be careful there, Mr. Big.
I don't drink coffee,
Big
though.
5-0.
No, I'm 2 years from there, sir.
Oh. Well, it's just. I mean, you're already.
No doubt.
You're at the peak, right? Is 50 the peak? Or
I don't know.
I was just
The
curious.
way I look at it is what it is. It don't matter.
Man, you're only
I'll keep-
12 years younger than my dad.
I'll keep going till I can't go no more, and then they'll plant me, I guess.
No, plant you.
Daryl
What's wrong with
Barney.
the thermos? I need it
Daryl
totally.
Barney. That is a thermos. It's just an extra large thermos.
And Jason said it need a toilet.
Yeah. They got one of those on CBC prediction. Yep. And we need one of those. We're going to get to that. It only took 21.60 in a 12-boat tournament yesterday.
Derek Cummins fished by himself and had 21.60.
You think they're going to repeat this year?
If he catches 21.60,
I'm
they
just
will.
gonna tell y'all something. Y'all take this for what it's worth. Derek Cummins is a straight up hammer.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've known him for 6 or 8 years now, and I've been in a boat with him a lot. I'm just telling you, he can catch it.
Especially on that place.
Yeah. Casey Lee, that's right. Old either way. But you still be shorter than me. You little midget.
Dang. Don't be stacking inches now.
That's right. Pat Tierney, by the way, congratulations on winning the Winter Trail Fish Off, you and Chuck.
I didn't know Pat won that.
He did. Old Swamp Yankee. Swamp Yankee, that's him. You know who gave him that name? Maurice Freeze gave him that name.
So back to Lake Norman, that 12-boat tournament, I was looking down through it. I know Derek had 21 pounds, but it looked like everybody else caught him too.
Yeah. But he still won by like 6
Yeah,
pounds.
he
I think
did.
second place was 16.
Uh,
Usual suspects. Rodney Lambert and Mark
yeah,
Morrison.
1592 was second, and 1408 was third.
Who was third? I don't know who was third.
Mike Kaiser and Brandon Gardner.
I don't know those
I
guys.
don't know them either, but still, I mean
That's getting them.
that's pretty good for
Oh,
just a
yeah.
little 12-boat tournament, especially on Norman. As tough as it was the previous weekend, didn't it take? Well, what did Pat have? 12 pounds.
I think they had 13 something. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
They had $4,000 some odd worth.
Yeah, well, that's enough. 8 pounds or 14 pounds.
That's
whatever it
right.
takes to take the
Winning's,
money,
winning's
right?
winning. Oh man.
So you think it's going to take? So there'll be 200 boats in that tournament
Yeah.
at least.
It'll be all around it.
We signed up today. You think it'll take 21? Do you really?
Oh, to win, it's possible. Yeah, with all this rain and stuff coming, and I seen a thing earlier today said there's possible 2 to 4 more inches of rain coming this week. I mean, somebody turned the spigot on again out there a while ago. So I mean, there's going to be a lot of dirty water on Lake Norman.
That's what I like. We got some dirty water baits over here to go over. Talking about the same thing.
We kind of killed our cameras, so
Well, we can still hold them up, talk about them.
I'll let you guys talk about them. I don't ever throw them.
Well, dirty water, you were saying we got to cover something else. I like it dirty because it makes it not as complicated.
That's right. The bait selection is very
That's right.
limited.
Go to the bank and just figure out how fast you got to wind something.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about having purple flake in your smoking purple stuff.
That's right. Don't forget blue. Sometimes it takes three
I like blue.
Blue flake?
Green pumpkin blue, yeah.
and purple smoke.
Nah, not together. This green pumpkin blue is kind of pretty good for me.
I guess my first real, what got me hooked in fishing was crappie fishing.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I had this is when I was a kid, but if they wouldn't bite chartreuse and black crappie jigs,
Yep.
man, I had I don't even know how many, 50, 60 different colors of them.
Crappie were weird though. They'll bite one color head and won't bite another.
Electric chicken was the ones I used to
Electric
smoke them
chicken,
on.
yeah. Yeah.
Y'all be careful. We're gonna raise the Chihuahua from the dead if you guys keep talking about crappie fishing. He can get on here and tell you all how to do it.
Hey man, crappie fishing's fun. It's great to take a kid to do.
Lynn. Y'all don't know Lynn. Lynn lives in Canada. So we got some international stuff going on tonight.
Who's on here?
Lynn.
Oh, I didn't see that pop up.
There's Derek. Derek got on there. Derek, you missed it a minute ago, bud. I was singing your praises.
I'm behind you.
Are you really?
Tommy Joey Sabaga is he's on here, but he's hiding out in Virginia, fixing probably, I would assume, lines from an ice storm.
Trying to restore people some power.
Speaking of power, your lights just went off.
We'll give him that anyway.
It's those occupancy sensors.
There's
hardly
one.
work.
There's one Chihuahua barking. I don't think that's the one that you were referring to.
No, that's not the one. No, not at all.
Oh man, for real though, crappie fishing, that's a good way to get your kid involved in it. Because
Yeah.
when you find them in a brush pile, you can catch.
That's why my
You can-
kids like to fish from the months of April to.
Yeah, my
the
little guy
fall.
likes to go. We go out there and go perch jerking.
There you go.
Nothing
You want
wrong
to have
with that.
fun? Get a little spoon, spinning a rod, and let them kids go
Yeah.
to work.
Them things is just they move around too much. Them crappie, you can get every brush pile and then catch every one of them till there ain't none of them left.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right.
Cal Graphics. Squarebill bite will be here by the end of.
He said square bill and floating worm. bite.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You don't have to wait on the square bill bite because it's
It-
happening.
I'll be honest with you, Wiley. It'll be the end of next week. The end of next week, it'll be prime time.
Dude. Y'all,
Yes.
y'all
We
have
might be able to get 6 bites on
y'all,
Lake
y'all,
Wiley.
have, y'all have caught the same 14 bass that live out here all winter
Hey, man.
long.
Wiley was so bad.
I wish that
That
I
these-
wish that
there
6'8" or whatever that thing was, 6'5" or whatever would come back around and bite again.
It
You
went
would've won the whole
jumped down.
tournament.
Huh?
You didn't want a whole tournament.
Travis Williams, I know a guy. Yep, the last time I went crappie fishing was with Travis, and we went to baiting, and well, he put on a show. I got to watch.
He's holding up 2 unicorns. I'd like to get in on some of that.
2 unicorns.
Yeah, those hog snappers.
Oh yeah.
They're not easy to find around Charleston.
Yeah.
He's Travis doesn't fish Charleston.
I
Travis'
know.
brother lives at Wilmington.
North Carolina, they're
They go
easier to
out down
find.
there.
You talking about Lake Wiley? So Lake Wiley has been fishing so good. I was out of town this past weekend, so I couldn't come. But I heard that the tournament directors won both tournaments without even putting the boat in the water.
The heck?
You know how they did that?
How that they canceled it?
34
Nobody
pouring down
showed up.
rain.
Are you kidding me?
Hey,
Nobody showed up Saturday?
I did the right thing. So I called our little buddy Kyle and said, "Hey, what's the score for the BFL? Did they need boaters? Because I was just going to cancel it, run to Murray, jump into BFL, fish them just to have a shot at maybe going to St. John's for regional, just something different."
Right.
Kyle calls me it was after the meeting, like long after the meeting. He texts me, says, "We got one co-angler. You coming?" And I sat on the couch and I thought about it. I said, "You know what? I can't. We're here to run a tournament. We said we're going to run a tournament.
We had guys say they were
Rain,
going to come
snow,
too.
ice, whatever." We had a couple guys say they were on the fence. So I said, "Okay, I'm just going to stay up here and run a tournament." I get up 5 o'clock, make my wife coffee, did the dishes, left the house, drove up here and met my father, who had been sitting in the parking lot for good Lord knows how long.
Drinking his big thermos of coffee.
He's sitting there drinking his coffee. He jumps in my truck. We sit there for an hour. Nobody shows up. Looked at him and said, 7 o'clock. We win a tournament. Let's go home.
Chalk that one up.
Yep.
And then nobody came Sunday either.
And I guess no, but I mean,
Sunday wasn't bad.
Sunday was bad. In Rock Hill was bad.
Gotcha.
Oh, I mean,
The
here's
morning wasn't bad, I
the
don't
thing.
think.
You can't really expect guys to show up when the fishing is as terrible as it's been on Wiley.
It's been
I
bad.
mean, why would
It's not been easy, no.
Anthony Spivey? What do you mean? What's my bait prediction for Tennessee River? Are you meaning by what do I think is gonna win the tournament, or what exactly are you asking? Golly,
I'm not even going to acknowledge him.
Chris Marshall, I'll acknowledge it. You're exactly right.
I'm not worried about that.
Chris, I heard you say you didn't get a bite in practice, or maybe 3 bites.
If he
You know what
didn't
the
get
difference
If he
was?
didn't get a bite, he laid up in Steve Wicker's house
No,
down
I
there.
think
His
he
wife
got-
didn't get no
I
I'll
bite.
think
tell
he
you what
got-
happened
I
is
think he said he got 3 bites. So
the
that
way-
means-
Keith DeBow said his chickens are wearing life jackets.
he ain't joking. I'll tell you something.
That's a good one.
Saturday, I worked at the house. When I got home, it literally rained the entire day. I walked outside to load trash in the back of my truck. I couldn't even justify putting sheetrock back there. It was raining so hard.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
terrible.
Well, get ready because we got like 5 more straight days. of
Golly,
it.
man.
I know.
It's unbelievable.
Let's hope the wind doesn't start blowing.
So let's talk about that BFL at Murray. So it
Let's
took
do that.
23 pounds,
24 pounds.
24 pounds. Chris finished 5th. Congratulations, Chris.
Who won?
Epting. I think it's
Yeah,
Chris
Chris
Epting.
Epting. Yep.
Yep.
He won, and I think Cody Hoyle was second with
Yep.
23 something.
And Cody had an 8-pounder at 8.3 or
Oh,
something.
big.
Like
They live in Murray.
that. Yep. Joey finished 21st, I think.
I seen you got a check.
He got the last check, I think, with 12 or something like that.
You mean to tell me he let Mike Allman smack him around down there?
Mike Allman finished
Mike Allman finished 11th,
11th, I
10th or
think.
11th. He had 16 something.
He won up here. He won a BFL.
I know. I'm well aware.
Who else did well? I scanned the results. I saw Mike Stevens was up there too.
I
think
He,
he's
he
a
finished in the
top
top
10.
10.
I don't know what won the co-angler side, but
18 something.
18-9.
18.
Anthony Spivey. I have zero idea of what will win that tournament. It's man, just been watching the weather up there. They've had a ton of snow. There's a bunch of snow up there right now. They're calling for more snow this week, but then starting the weekend, it's supposed to clear out and the sun's supposed to come out. The following week, which is when we're going to be there, we'll
18 inches at Oneida Lake.
Rick, I'm glad I'm not at Oneida Lake. The sun's supposed to come out and it's supposed to warm up and be decent while we're there. I think the highs are in like the mid 50s to upper 50s, and the lows are in the mid 40s, which is which about what we're used to. But the water, I'm afraid, is going to be extremely cold.
What year when the class was up there when Ott Defoe won? What, isn't it about the same time?
Yeah, I think there's just a week or so difference.
So he did
But
real
I
well
think-
on
You better get you some OG Slims.
lipless
Yeah.
crankbaits, chatterbait, and obviously a flat-sided Tennessee balsa bait. Can't go out there without
That's
one of
right.
those, right?
That's right. But I just don't know weight-wise what it's going to take. Excuse me. But it's probably the most clueless I'll ever be as to what it's going to take to win. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna guess 17 a day. What would that be? 34? It'd be 68. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. 17 a day, I think, will be really strong. I don't remember what Ott had when he won the Classic. I know he caught 20 pounds the first day,
Yeah.
but I think he fell way off the second day.
Rainbow-colored swim bait.
Yeah.
I would think the water's probably going to be pretty muddy up there, or dirty at least, with all the snow and rain.
Sean, you need them waypoints, you call me. I'll give them to you, buddy.
Have you been to Loudon? You've been to Loudon Teleco, haven't you?
I went up there and before cut off and rode around for a couple days, and the water was 44 then, and that was a month ago. So
Was it dirty then?
No, it was not dirty.
Not dirty.
But I promise you, it's going to be dirty now, which is good.
Tennessee River blows enough water through it. You may not be completely trashed.
I'm not really worried about it being trash. I've never really fished in water that's below about 44, 45 degrees. If it's colder than that, I don't know.
Last time they
You
got
don't know what to do?
No. What do you do? Tell me.
Can't throw an A-rig, David.
I'm not worried about the A-rig. He's got a grub and a jerk bait. And I know there's places they'll bite them there.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I know there's plenty of rock. And
Parking big hog swag, maybe.
What? Get 2 liquor orders straight. What's he talking about?
oh boy, Levy Brack.
What's he talking about?
He's telling you how to get your head right for a tournament.
Oh, man. I tell you, I wish somebody would tell me, because I'm just telling y'all, I get so wound up at them tournaments I can't sleep.
I'm sure that was a big.
I've eaten melatonin. I've eaten Advil PM. Whatever.
Shane,
I go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm waking up and laying there staring at the ceiling.
you and I talked on Wednesday. I laid you out a roadmap.
You think?
I did. I think
float, fly.
Jody's onto something right there.
Yeah, but I've never done a float and fly. Don't know crap about a float and fly. I'm not going to fish a Bassmaster Elite Series with something I've never even seen.
You've thrown a grub before, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Anthony Burton said he's dead serious in rainbow trout colored swim bait.
And he's
In the mud.
if it's muddy.
It's going to be muddy. There ain't no way around it.
Do they not pull that enough water through Tennessee River to blow that through?
No.
You know what? Hey, speaking of that, something just popped in my little feeble mind here. Chris Zaldane almost won that classic with the big swim bait on smallmouth. They didn't bite the third day.
I don't know.
Now, 16th ounce grub head on a bluff wall can be deadly when the water's that cold. Now, if it's muddy, like I'm out.
I hope it looks like chocolate milk. That way it rules out everything except getting on the bank and throwing a crankbait.
There you go.
Big thumping spinner bait.
Like we said earlier, Brandon, it gets dirty. It makes it simple. You may not catch a fish, but you still know what to do.
That's right.
There will be enough water to pull through. It won't be muddy like our lakes get. I've never been up there. I can't. I'm not even going to pretend like I know what to do up there. Obviously, since I don't even know the difference between Knoxville and Memphis. And I've been to both.
See, Jason McCall. I'm glad somebody is on board with me there.
What's that?
You take you a bag of 100 of them grubs and find you a bluff wall. Put on a 16th ounce head and just free line it. See what happens.
They call it tight lining up there.
Okay, whatever.
You got to do it with a Berkeley power bait smelt.
That's right. Smelt.
And you
smelt.
got and you got to tie this funky
Goofy looking loop knot.
double loop knot.
Brandon was with me when we learned that.
Where was this at?
Cherokee.
Cherokee.
That's a different lake.
It's the same principle though.
It is.
Well, in Tennessee they call it tight lining.
That's
or
right.
tight lining. You got to get the Tennessee. I don't have the Tennessee
Lining.
accent. Lining.
Line, boy. It's a line.
You and Queen sound about just alike right there.
Look, severe thunderstorm warning just popped up on my phone.
They're
They're
late.
only a day late and $1 short for
Yeah,
that.
it's done been through here 10 minutes ago, hadn't it?
Brad Burkhart showed us that knot,
That's
and
right.
we went from not catching them to going right back down the same stretch with that knot and whacking them.
Yep, that's a fact.
You remember how to tie that knot, Shane?
I can figure it out.
Yeah, I got a video of it. Brad sent me a video. I saved it.
That's
It's-
right,
it's wild.
Jason. That's exactly right.
All right, we got 108 people on here. I'm going to redirect this conversation to
Man,
a
we're
different...
having too much fun.
I'm going to get some serious information
That's
out
what
here
I'm
while we
saying.
have
That's
people
what I'm
on
saying.
here.
All right, what's serious? You have serious information?
I do. I've known people that have watched this podcast have heard little bits and pieces of me talking about an organization that's going to try to make fishing better in the state of South Carolina. Fishing and boating. Don't want to leave the boaters out.
You
They're
make
important too.
boating better. Is gas prices gonna come down?
No. There's a lot of things to make boating better. But anyway, so I'm gonna pull this up so I can get the verbiage correct. The South
Verbiage.
Carolina Boating and Fishing Alliance is launching tomorrow at the State House with the governor and several other key members in politics in South Carolina. The industry in South Carolina is a $5.1 billion industry,
What
fishing and boating.
Okay.
So there's there's more than 30 now, South Carolina-based boat builders, fishing-related companies that are on board to start this alliance. The goal is to protect what we have for natural resources and to grow them and make them better for our kids. Obviously, when we're doing this stuff, it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but that's the goal with this. Is we finally got fishermen and people in the industry all together to create a voice. So I've already listed out boat builders, manufacturers. I know Falcon Boats involved, Lure, Strike King, Z-Man, Pure Fishing, Shimano are just some of the names. Rusty Hooks Bait Tackle, the little guy. We jumped on board with this as well.
Got to have a little guy.
That's right. And you as anglers can buy individual memberships.
Where does the money go if you purchase one?
So the money goes back to making boating and fishing better. It goes to DNR to help fund different projects. It goes to trying to pass these bills to protect what we do have. There's a bill that's been brought before, and it's state by state, but it's going to become federal as a 30 by 30, which basically shuts off a lot of natural water access to boaters and fishermen. So far, that's been squashed. We've been able to keep that at bay. But I could read through all the paperwork stuff, and
Don't bore them to death.
I don't
please.
want to bore you to death about it. But if you want to, go on to the website www.sc Boating and Fishing Alliance, www.scbfa.com, or Google South Carolina Boating and Fishing Alliance. You can find all of it there.
So all this is going to go live tomorrow
This is going public tomorrow. You'll be able to purchase individual memberships.
for how much?
I don't know the number right offhand. You had
Okay.
to hit me with a side question.
I just, I mean, it's
$1 million.
No. It was the last number that I'd heard. Let me see if it's posted up there yet. It will be tomorrow.
That was a Dr. Evil joke for you.
What? Yeah, I know.
Geddes said $25.
$25 individual membership. Thank you, Geddes. I'm glad you're watching to bail me out of this because I'm not the best public speaker known to man. But check it out. Everybody's talking about the F1 stocking program at Norman, which is a great project, great experiment. But this gets you access to do bigger things.
So Geddes is on here. Is he leading this?
Geddes is currently the CEO, chairman of the organization.
Well,
believe it or
since
not.
you guys are public now, we need to get Geddes on here.
Yeah, we need to get us on there and talk about it.
Geddes and I discussed it before he will be on hopefully next Monday night. He said he'd ride up.
Okay.
So
Open invitation, Geddes. You're on here, so.
we will dive into this thing head first, and I'm gonna let him talk about what we're pushing to do in the next couple of years. I mean, he's better suited at breaking that out. He's posted
he's
a
like
link for us.
He's like part-time politician now.
You know what?
SCBFA.com.
A little
Everybody that's going to listen to us only.
A little background story. He and I had a conversation 3 years ago about Lake Wiley. Trying to make fishing better, trying to do something to make it better. And we had a crazy conversation about the potential of what we could do. And he went dark for 2 years. Didn't hear from Geddes. And then Geddes calls me and says, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I said, "Dude, if you can get everybody on board and make this happen, it'll be a huge thing." So he brought me in early, and we started talking about it, and he kept me up to speed, and it was amazing how fast major corporations jumped on board and were willing to do
That's good. That's what everybody needs. I mean, but
Yeah.
you know, that'd be a great thing if everybody got together and supported that. I mean, you know, hopefully that'll trickle over into other states to where we got a little bit of help everywhere we go.
Well, you know what? I posted something.
I will donate $1,000 to you guys at Rusty Hooks if you will put your logo on Joey Sabaga's boat.
Done. Bring us the money.
He can have the banner.
Hey, hey, Levy, you got my number. We can have that
you don't need
conversation.
no number. Just bring the money. Bring it on. We'll be here till about 9 tonight. Run it on up here.
He ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. No,
I'll wait on you.
We'll
Come
give
on
you
up.
Venmo numbers right now.
Hey, no, but on a serious note, though, I had a conversation. I talked to Michael Fox the other night.
Did you?
I made a post on the Carolina Elite
I
Series
seen
and
it.
the Lake Norman Legends page. And honest to goodness, guys, I wasn't stirring trouble.
You just
I wanted it put out there because fishermen have given a lot of money to do something
Yes.
good. And it went dark.
Yeah.
The winter trail started, and we never heard any more. Brian Key, I can cover the other $5, buddy.
Bring your $20 too, Brian.
We're up to $1,020.
But no, for real, I talked to Michael Fox. We had a great conversation, and I think that they need a little bit of help from anglers to keep it in the
they do.
front, the forefront
they
of
do,
people's
but,
minds.
But them as a group, they need to. What they need to do is keep talking about it.
Exactly.
Because once people stop talking about it, people forget about it.
just goes
If
away.
you're not, that's why we do this once a week, and that's why we haven't missed a week in almost a year. It's because you got to stay out there. You got to stay in front of
That's
people and let them know that, hey, we're not here for a one-hit wonder. We're here because
It's a long haul.
We enjoy doing this,
That's
and it's
right.
and it's a way to reach people, especially now like with the South Carolina Boat and Fishing Alliance. It should really be in everybody's best interest to help this thing.
But set all that aside. If Michael Fox started this, and take that for example, that's a prime example of what can be done if all anglers work together.
Yeah.
Set aside whatever differences you have, whatever it is, just set it aside to do the greater good for fishing in general.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happening in South Carolina now to a larger scale, and there's major corporations that want to do something, and that want to give back. Everybody that's involved is related to boating and fishing, and there's people from outside the industry getting involved because they have companies and they fish too. So do yourselves a favor, look into it, research it. We all talk about being conservationists. We all talk about being good stewards of bass fishing and fishing in general. $25 is not a lot of money to invest in having a voice for the future.
Right.
It's not. I hope Sabaga's on here watching. We're up to $1,000 and $1,025
$1,025.
for his boat to get wrapped.
No, it wouldn't get wrapped. It was just a logo.
He'll match every dollar up to $2,000.
Who?
Levy's going to match every dollar up if we wrap Joey's
Oh,
boat.
now you're gonna put a wrap on it. Golly.
The problem is Joey has.
Well, the problem is the wrap's $3,000.
Well, we're
Which-
2/3 the way there.
We're to.
If
But we're not gonna wrap it just for kicks.
If we
But-
get $2,000 out of it, that's $1,000
Joe-
extra because he's gonna match
Well, we
2,000.
gotta make some money on it somehow.
We should.
We've been doing this almost a year and haven't made a dime.
I got to pull the reins a little bit.
A logo is a wrap in South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Man, there's so many things I could say to that right now.
We're not going down that road.
David, you
tonight.
got any
We-
Rusty Hook stickers in here?
There's a whole bunch of them on the counter up there.
I got a whole bunch of them. But, no, all jokes aside, Joey's got some prior agreements with
I figured that.
and you know what? They're South Carolina based company too. Their Palmetto State Armory is involved. as well in this boating and fishing alliance.
That's good.
And you know what? If Levy wants my logo on Joey's boat and Joey wants to put my logo on his boat, we could probably make something happen. If only Ackright would show his face, I might just slap a sticker on it just because.
Now wait a minute. He posted his boat not
I didn't
too
see
long
it,
ago.
unfortunately.
I think I saw it.
Was it the 255-gallon drones with a motor?
Reed Geddes. What Geddes said.
You get a buff and a sticker for $25. Also, you get on the newsletter to know what's up, what's happening, so you know who to call, when to call, and what to call for.
Hashtag Tommy Ackright 24 for NC governor. I wish you would come to the show.
I
You know
wish
what?
would too.
We could put you in the corner. Joe and I were talking about this.
We don't have to show your face. You can just sit in the
We
corner.
could put like those old crime detective shows.
Yeah.
Make him put in a dark room all blurry and give him one of them.
Yeah.
Make his voice real deep.
That's right.
know-
Rick Amato said he's getting old balls rep.
I hadn't seen this boat. I'd like. Is it the one with the 55-gallon drum
No,
cut out
it
with a
was
little
the old-
5 horsepower?
He posted it making jokes when he won the whatever it was 1983 Classic or whatever he said it was out of it's an old timey skeeter.
That's exactly right, Jody.
Yeah.
You know, our boat registration went from $20 a year to you can pay by the year, it's $20 a year. Now, when you buy a new boat and you register it in North Carolina, Brian Key, I wish Roy Cooper was watching. When you register your boat in North Carolina, it's 3 years and it's $230.
Dang.
That's cheap.
No, it's not.
Don't come to South Carolina.
Not when
he's
when it's been $20.
He's not talking about taxes. He's talking
No,
about
I'm talking
registration.
about your registration. That little sticker that says 20, whatever. This is 21, so it stay 24. Yeah.
Hey, Geddes, keep your mouth shut.
running for office.
Oh God, get us. No, I'm just gonna tell you now. David could never run for office.
Is Kennard fishing opens?
I heard Carnarvon's fishing opens. Yeah.
No, Jody, just go back to rebut your comment. You're right. A lot of times when this happens, money goes to saltwater.
That's right.
Because
Especially,
face it,
but
face it, that's where all the money's at.
Well, but North Carolina is different than South Carolina. North Carolina, the vast majority of the fishermen, well, I shouldn't say the vast majority of fishermen, but a lot of the money that goes to the Fisheries Commission is sent to the coast for the commercial fishermen.
Why do you guys think that is though?
Because the commercial fishermen have lobbyists up there that are taking care of all that stuff for them.
Okay.
That's why.
So, do you not think that it's possible for freshwater fishermen to get lobbyists to do the same thing for them?
I don't know. Saltwater guys are the only ones that can afford to put a 600 brand new V12 Mercury on their boat too.
Did
though.
you see the one that had 4 on it?
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I mean, really and truly, though, because this is what fishermen don't understand. I'm gonna say this out loud. Nobody criticize me until you hear me completely out. Fishermen are dumb rednecks. Bass fishermen are dumb rednecks. Here's why. Because we go out fishing, we get this. Everybody perceives us as dumb rednecks.
Well, see, but now,
Okay.
see,
Nope.
you should have said that before you called everybody dumb redneck.
No.
Dang, David, we just lost half our viewers.
You probably did, but really, truly, stay with me. Think about it, though. How many times have we all got together to go fight for something?
Oh yeah.
How many times has anybody done anything at Lake Norman besides this stocking program? How many times have you sat down with wildlife to give your opinion on something?
Never.
Never. All we have to do is group up together and say, you know what, enough of this. We want to do this and have the conversation. That DNR wants to hear it from us. They want to have the conversations with us, but they don't know how to get to have those conversations. So
The thing in all that is you need someone to lead it, and it sounds like you've got it with SCBFA.
that's right. That's
So,
the whole point. Is it's
something
an
to rally
organization.
behind something. And somebody's got to start the movement, and then it'll get
Rusty
steamrolled.
McStosh is
Steamroll behind everything.
No, but really and truly, fishermen haven't figured out how to use a system to benefit them on the political side of things.
Well,
more people-
I'm going to go out on a limb and say because most bass fishermen,
Don't care.
it's not that they don't care; it's that they just want to go fishing.
Yeah.
They don't want to deal with political crap and this, that, and the other. And I mean, I'm glad that you guys are doing this. Maybe, like I said, maybe it'll trickle over into North Carolina, and we can get something done about the fisheries in North Carolina because, like I said before, all the money goes to the saltwater. What is it?
Oh, I've fired everybody up, and it's great. I love it. People are talking, making jokes. Robbie Dyke, Coastal Conservation is a good association. They are more geared for the saltwater. South Carolina Boating and Fishing Alliance for South Carolina is, yes, they're going to do stuff for saltwater, but their goal is right now freshwater with helping back the Coastal Conservation Association. We're all, everybody's working together for the greater good.
I don't know anything about saltwater fishing or how the tax stuff works. Anthony Burton's saying that we just donate a license fee and the coastal fishermen are donating tax dollars.
How does explain?
I don't
how
understand
how does a fisherman donate tax dollars? You think we don't get taxed on everything we buy?
Yeah, we're donating it all right every time we
You
check out.
every time you pump gas in the boat, put gas in your truck, buy a pack of crackers at the store.
South Atlantic Marine Council. Carl.
Boy, I tell you what, everybody's got great ideas, and this is just the start. Who knows what it's going to turn into?
Well, that's good. I hope.
I mean,
I hope
really,
it's a
really and
good
truly,
thing.
you don't know what it's going to turn into. All right, the sales pitch is over. If anybody's got any questions,
No, it ain't going to stop.
No, you wouldn't open up a
You
can of
opened up
worms.
a can of
now.
worms, Conberry Rednecks.
Yep,
You're going
you
to have to,
did.
you're going to have to hold your feet to the fire now.
my feet are in the fire.
Joey, just so you know, you said you're back. Say his name's not Levi. How you say it? Levy? I don't know him.
We're auctioning off your
Levy.
boat, Joey.
Levy said he would match every dollar up to $2,000 if we put a logo on your wrap. So basically, Levy has started almost a GoFundMe page to get your boat wrap for you. Live. We're up to
Uh-oh, here we go. Oh, hold on a minute.
$1,025.
Hold on a minute.
Here's the deal. I'll
Pay
pay
$3,000 of products
for Trump
for Joey
flag
if you guys hang a Trump flag.
atop the backdrop of your next 10 podcasts.
Well, we're not doing that for Joey, but you bring us $3,000.
That's
we'll
what
hang
he said.
two-
He said he'll
we'll-
pay for $3,000 of products
For
in David's
Joey.
store. Oh,
I'm not doing it for Joey.
Hey, Levy, I don't know if you can see it, but we do have the Liberty Eagle in the background at all times.
But
sir.
for $3,000, we'll hang up 2 Trump flags.
I'll wear my MAGA hat.
Rob died 2030.
Yeah, that's right. Big Die. We're going to get Big Die in here to do a little bit of politicking.
You know what though? But truly, really and truly, the system is there. You can use the system. South Carolina Boating and Fishing Alliance is educating anglers how to do that.
Anthony answered your question, Shane. Said they're paying big taxes on those catches, and they make sure the lobbyists are making that argument. Bass fishermen aren't using that tool. Most argue that pay a license.
I
fee.
got you. Okay, thank you. I didn't realize that. I understand that.
So they got to pay for their commercial fish catches, I guess, so they get taxed on it.
They get taxed on what they sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to sell bass. I want to catch him, weigh him, and throw him back. I just want to borrow him from a while.
Don't eat your business partners, right?
That's right. Don't eat your business partners.
Oh, but there's enough of those business partners in the ocean. You eat them.
I hear you, Big Die. I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of insight of what
I already know it.
I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of insight of what happened down there. It's just on a lighter note. When we were down there the other night and sitting around, we got finished eating dinner. And for those of you that don't know, Todd Alton is like one of the world's biggest crankbait junkies I've ever seen. This guy brings a tote. This year he got one with wheels. Used to is me or Rob one had to help him carry it in. He never fishes out of it. He never does anything with it. He just brings it. Well, them boys got a little bit too deep in the beers, and Todd.
They say we're drinking White
This
Claws.
is so fun. No, they've stopped the White Claws. I think I finally busted them enough they quit that. But they Todd had a couple bases. I think it was a couple Nipoditties and a Devil Horse, and I mean it was something that to me looked like just old baits. You know, I don't know what they're worth or any of that stuff, but Rob made Todd an offer on these baits that was just when I heard it I thought to myself, he's way too drunk. Well, the funny thing, what made it so funny was Todd. Todd started squirming and man, I don't know. And I'll just tell you, he offered him $200 for some stuff I wouldn't have given him $10 for. It's, God, I don't know. Man, I just don't know. I just don't know if I can find another one like that. And this went on for 20 minutes. I laughed so hard my guts were hurting.
Hey, I've dealt. Todd may or may not have 1 or 2 hundred of my crankbaits that he's conned me out of over time.
Man, for me, if I'm paying that kind of money for a bait, I'm fishing with it. I don't want to put it in a glass cage and say, man, that thing's beautiful. For me, a bait being beautiful is with a 5-pounder hung on the back of it. That's what I like.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow! Now, okay, guys, we're gonna have to pull the plug on this.
Oh, man. I'm ready to see you put a hurting. You see that?
Yeah, Philip, we're gonna try.
Well,
I hope they don't hurt me.
Well, here, I'll put a caveat on it. If the water's not muddy, do you think smallmouth will play?
Smallmouth are gonna play either way.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody's gonna fish specifically for them. I don't know if you can catch enough smallmouth every day to win. I think it's gonna take a mixed bag. Because that place does definitely have some really nice smallmouth in it.
Hold up a second, Shane. I'm gonna interrupt you. Robbie died. Did Todd actually cave and sell you the baits for?
He did. He did.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it was so funny, and Rob reminded him of it the rest of the week.
I'm gonna tell you something. That's something I didn't think would ever happen.
Todd sells some baits.
Todd sells some. He'll buy
Well,
them all day long, but you go try to get one.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
The funny thing about it was at the end of the week, Todd finally admitted to those being doubles of other things that he had.
Oh,
That's a good salesman. He got him with this whole supply and demand thing, and then
Joshua Good, I'm gonna have my sticker guy cut you a sticker that says Kohlberg 50% on it, just so you can put that on your boat.
$1,000 for Pelosi in a bikini. That ain't enough, Daryl. That ain't enough, buddy.
we'll get you a carpet graphic.
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like this is going
It's
down
yeah,
a very dark road.
It
You
probably
don't want to
is.
start with politics.
Adam Fillmore will be on here in a minute.
Oh, gosh. He might already be.
He might be.
40,000.
Man,
All right, so give us a weight next week. Rob's on here, too.
Yeah, Big Die.
You
What do
said
you think? Well, we
74
should have had
pounds,
him
right?
on here tonight. I should have thought about
Did you
that.
say 74 pounds?
I said that's what I said.
Dang, you think
No, I
it's
didn't say that. I said 68.
Yeah,
I said 17 a day.
that's almost going to take as much as it did at St. John's.
No, New had 70. He had 78.
That's right.
I completely overshot that. I thought they'd be a little farther along.
I told you to have what it was going
Well,
to take, didn't I? I
half-
missed it by 1 pound.
The fog delay the first day
Yeah.
really hurt it. Well, I say that, but Gary Klaus still had 25 pounds the first day.
He did. He whacked him.
77. Keith
I think that's a
DeBose.
little heavy.
15 a day.
15 a day. I would love to have 15 a day.
That's
For what? The tour? For what?
Rob
tour?
Dye, Loudon, next
47
week,
pounds.
where you and Todd and Shane are all supposed to be going.
Jason, we did not do a guess the weight. We used it in our
Fantasy
fantasy fishing group, which we're up to 50 members in that now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Hey, I finished 18th, which is not terrible for my first.
You got in there?
I did. I went
Man,
ahead
I
and
did
broke
terrible.
down.
Did you?
Yeah, I did terrible.
You were second.
No, I was not.
Okay.
That's not me.
Daniel Cook won
Daniel Cook's like ranked. He's like 99.9% right now.
in the
Yeah, he's like 18th overall in the world right now.
really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had a perfect roster.
Dang.
Yeah, I did terrible. The only good pick I had was Patrick Walters. That's not me.
No, Daryl, we cannot lock out. Can't go to Watts Bar.
Oh,
we
way
have
down
to
here.
fish Loudon and Tellico. We can go all the way up to Chihowie. But I'm probably
Who's
not
that?
making
Who's
that
that?
run
I'm not sure.
to
who it is.
Chihowie from downtown Knoxville.
Jeff Mackey, 13th, and he had new. Yeah, a bunch of people picked new. That did really well.
Did they?
Yeah. At least in our group.
Yeah.
If the local guys do good, our group will be good. Period. Because
Everybody
that
pick
picks
all local guys.
Yeah.
I will say this. No offense, Shane, but I'm gonna pick KJ over you
Pick
next
him.
time.
I don't care.
I beat Joey Sabakis, so I'm happy.
He did win.
That's the only time he
Oh,
can beat him.
Talking about
okay.
fancy fishing.
Oh, okay.
Man, if we just
Uh-oh.
keep talking about this. If we just keep talking about this, Joe, we're gonna have $100,000 for it before the show's over.
I mean,
We're up to $5,000 now.
See that? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Shane, I'll give you the 411 after the podcast.
Okay.
We
And the
got. I
rack
mean,
can be your design. We'll back it big time. Oh, that's one of. I don't. That's one of Joey's crane buddies.
that's right. Jason Land.
You're right, Jason. David did take two, not one, but two butt whoopings.
Hey,
3 technically, because he had to go to the bathroom.
it was bad. I'm gonna just tell you, for all those guys that hit that portage on Alcoa, I'm sorry.
Blew it up.
YouTube might match it. He's talking about Sad Fishing YouTube page. All right, so we talked about St. John's. What'd you end up doing? I know you.
I finished 66th, I think.
So, Reed and I were talking. Explain the 1 pound penalty. I assumed you were late.
I was a minute late. Day one to check in because I had a little boat issue. My boat, I was running back in, and my boat shut down in the middle of the river.
Was this before or after you broke it in?
Huh?
Was this before?
No, this was day one of the tournament.
So, I did never get to ask you. You never cranked your boat before you got to St.
Not
John's.
until I backed it in the water the first morning of practice.
And you did your entire break-in in practice. Look at this guy go.
Yep,
How long was your first day?
pretty long.
I'm just gonna
Well,
say.
we had to be off the water at dark, and let's just say this: when I got off the water, and she was dark. But had a little bit of boat trouble, and just one of them deals. I mean, it wound up at the end of the day, it cost me 11 places in the tournament, which is 66 to 55th doesn't sound like a whole lot, but at the end of the season, 11 AOY points
It was a lot.
is a lot. So I mean, all I can do is just put it behind me and go on. That tournament, the whole tournament for me was kind of crazy because I fished. I tried to fish close by the ramp the first day, just because we had that 3-hour fog delay and everything. But then the tide got all messed up on me because I couldn't fish when I needed to be fishing because all my fish were coming on low tide. But by the time we got blasted off, it was high tide. Well, moving forward to the second day, it kind of got bumped out. The tide jumps up 2 hours every day. So I knew that the tide was going to be messed up when I took off. I never spent 1 minute in Rodman in practice, none whatsoever. I just was sitting there that night, and I decided, I told Rob and Todd, I said, if we get a full day tomorrow, barring any fog, I said, I'm going to Robin. Never seen it, but I know what I'm doing is no good, so I got to go find something else. So I wound up going to Rodman and done okay. I had 13 pounds out of Rodman. And
On 4, right?
On 4. I lost another fish that would have I would actually made the 50 cut with, but we're not going to get into lost fish stories. But
So there was a lot of what I'll call looked like blind bed fishing.
that's pretty
Is
much
that
what
you
it
were
is.
doing?
No, actually, I was catching fish flipping. I was fishing close by. I was fishing just a very little canal that had about 8 feet of water in the middle of it, and I was just fishing the wood. And then when I went to Rodman, I was sight fishing.
You were sight fishing?
Yeah, Rodman, like I said, I hate I didn't spend any time over there in practice because I would have known how much more clear Rodman was than
Sure.
the river.
Well, that's the first year Rodman was available to you guys.
No,
right?
a couple years ago it was available, but the last time we were there it was not. So sucker. So anyway, it just kind of, it is what it is.
Oh,
We just
Lord.
go on to the next one.
That's great.
What am I? You saying something I'm not?
It must be Brian Key and his son saw you leaving.
Oh yeah,
There's champion
my
generator.
champion generator's running. That's right.
It was on drawdown last year.
Ah, okay. I guess that's why it was closed off then.
I remember hearing talks about in the news or social media or whatever, they were talking about letting Rodman go completely.
Well, they've tried several times to drain it, and then the people fight it, and then they leave it. Thing about Rodman is man, that thing's got more stumps in than Lake Fork, and I didn't think that was possible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw. We were talking about this earlier, but somebody from Carolina Delete Series had,
Delete series.
had posted pictures from being at Rodman. Gene Barber maybe had posted pictures from last year sometime being at Rodman, and you're looking at stumps,
Oh,
tree
yeah.
stumps like this
Yep.
everywhere.
Is it
Everywhere.
cypress stumps?
I don't know what they are. They're just stumps.
Gotcha.
Palm
Next year I'm
trees,
fishing
palm
the
tree stumps,
Palm trees. Hey, I fished and blow down some palm trees that were blow down. I was like, never caught one off a palm tree before.
Did you?
No.
I'd imagine that'd be kind of tough on the line.
Absolutely, it'd have to be.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so we got CBC coming up. You said 21 pounds is going to win.
I'm gonna say no. I didn't say 21. I'm gonna say it's gonna take. Let's call 19. I'm gonna say it'll take 19.
That's what I was going to say, 18, 19 pounds.
Yeah.
I've never caught that up there, but maybe Saturday will be the day.
Maybe.
I'm going, so there's a chance, right?
That's right. Anytime you go, you got a chance.
I'd just
like-
be happy to catch more than 14 pounds up there.
Just like Tommy Ackwright's Avatar guy said, you're telling me there's a chance.
That's right.
Lloyd Christmas. So that's going on. Following week, you're at Tennessee River. Our championship, which we got to talk about. We got to figure that out.
Yeah, boy.
All
All
six
four
boats.
of you. So y'all just need to quit messing with this crap and start going to Norman.
Man, Jason Lands is going. We talked about that. It was announced that the North Carolina Western Federation tournament is coming back to Wiley. I think it's May 6th and 7th.
Yeah.
And for those that don't know about that, that's the Bassmaster Nation. And if you don't fish the Opens, that's the only path to the Classic for us,
That's the long way.
the long way. But it is a way.
It is a way. That's right.
It's either that or win an Open, right? Or be in the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Yep.
Or be in college.
We've never talked about it. Gary Klaus and his 2-hour plus run to fish an hour the first day to haul back.
And the thing about that is this right here. I talked to Gary a little bit, and I didn't actually talk to him at this tournament, but there were some guys that told me that Gary never had a bite there where he went in practice. He just gambled. He gambled on the fish coming there. You know, that's why he said in the thing, in all of his interviews, you've seen him, he's talked about the fish. He felt like the fish were coming to him because he never had a bite there in practice. And he rolls up down there and catches 25 pounds in an hour. So obviously they were coming to him. I think he just, in Florida, a lot of people don't realize this. Those fish will get up there and spawn and leave in a matter of about 8 to 10 hours. They don't get up there and stay long. They're not like the fish here. You know, you find a fish on Friday, well, you go back on Saturday or Sunday, and that fish is still sitting there as long as nobody's caught it. Those Florida fish, they don't do that. Those big females, they get up there, they do their business, and they go back out. Wherever they go, the giant mystery's always been, where do the big ones go after the spawn? So
That's the way it is on Santee too. After they get past that last wave of trees, it's like, what we do now?
yeah, Joey, I'm just gonna tell you, you'd be better off just to go ahead and try to get 20 out of your boy, because unless they're gonna sponsor both of us, that ain't happening.
I don't know.
What are we talking about?
Those two weird comments that don't make any sense. 3 front upper pony. I
What?
don't even know what that means. I guess that's a weight guess. Michael Carson says he's working on the Gaston County Sheriff's Tournament. That was canceled last year. That was fun. I fished the first
Yeah,
two
how
of
do
those.
you do that right there, Brandon?
David can do it, I think.
What are we doing?
Delete this comment.
Block this user. They go.
Yeah, so the federation's here. I don't know where it'll be after that, but you've made the state team before.
I've
haven't you?
made the state team 4 times. Yeah.
So the way that works is, I've never made it. I've finished bridesmaid twice in that, number 4
Yeah.
on the boater side, and the 2 times I fished it. I didn't realize letting one fish go on High Rock, whenever that was 4 years ago, would have cost me it, because the guy that caught 20 pounds the first day zeroed the second day.
You should have known it was High Rock, man. That
I
can
was so
happen
mad at that
anytime down
fish.
there.
But anyways, tell us how that works, Shane, because I've never made it out of the region.
Well, what you do is you fish your regional qualifier. They take the top 3 boaters and the top 3 no boaters to the state team. North Carolina has 2 regions. They have an eastern region and a western region, which the qualifiers from each divisional or from each regional make up the state team, which then goes to the divisionals. The divisionals now I think include North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, Georgia, New York. I can't remember. Chuck Murray is on here. He could help me with this.
Yeah.
But anyway, what you do is these are your divisions. Everybody goes to the division. The number 1 boater and the number 1 no boater on the state team goes to the Federation National Championship, which is held at different places throughout. You know, they have one tournament. Then the winner of that tournament gets a berth to the Classic, which is how. Let me back up. They get a berth to the Classic, which is how guys like Brandon Polinick got in the elites to begin with. Daryl Okamika, a guy I traveled with a couple times, he got in that way.
That's if you win the national
If
championship.
you win the national championship, plus you get an invite to you get an automatic berth to the Classic, an invite to the Elite Series, and I think they pay half your entry fees
To the Elite Series?
to the Elite Series. I'm not exactly sure how that works. And
You said the tournament's in when?
May 6th and 7th on Lake Wiley. That's just the first start of it, though.
but it's a great way for guys to compete at a higher level than what you're accustomed to, because you know we all compete against each other around home and stuff. But once you kind of get out of your element, as I like to say, and especially you know you go to where I think each state gets to host the event like every however many years it comes your turn. You get to pick wherever you want the event to be in your state. Like
For the national championship?
no, for the divisional.
Gotcha.
Like if let's just say it was North Carolina's year, Chuck would get the guys together and say, all right, where y'all want to go? Well, of course, you got half of them that want to go here and half of them want to go there. So
Yeah, well, there's a couple qualifiers. I know the ones on Wiley. They were talking about Baton as well for one.
oh Lord,
And then that was good, the Chowan River for some reason. I
Yeah.
guess that's for the northeastern guys.
yeah.
But am I wrong in the national championship? I know the winner gets an Elite Series berth, but not only are you fishing against everybody, but you're also fishing against just your divisional guys
Derek
too,
really
right?
just stated divisionals on Hartwell this year.
Okay.
So if you
So I'm sure South Carolina's hosting then, and I don't know the dates, Derek, but I'm gonna bet it's around the herring spawn.
but if you're the best, highest finisher in your divisional, that's how you get a berth to the Classic too. Right?
Yeah, you don't get a berth to the Classic doing that. There's only one berth to the Classic.
Okay.
No, you're
thought
right.
there were several.
You're right. There's one from each. You have to be the highest finisher
In the national championship.
in the national
from your
championship
region.
from your region.
Okay.
That's right. You're right.
Those are the guys that always have the white, red, and black jerseys, and it says Lawrence, Mercury, and
Alliance.
Alliance.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what Alliance is, but
I don't
got
know either.
4 of those jerseys.
Hartwell is late April. So how do they do that?
I told
If
you
the-
to be around the herring
If
spawn.
the
didn't I?
divisional is in May on Wiley, how
The problem with late April though is it could be like the tail
Oh.
end of it.
That's
That must
what they
be the
want.
South
They don't
Carolina.
want it good for everybody. See, that's kind of the strategy that comes into that
Yeah.
because I don't know what they do now, but used to the top prize was a boat, and whoever's on the state team, they'd take the boat and sell it, and then split the money
Across
the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still give a boat or what they do because it's been a long time since I've done any of that stuff.
Yep, Iconelli did make it through the Federation.
Iconelli did, yeah, that's right.
That was the only way to do it before the Opens, right?
Yeah,
You had to come through the nation. But that was before the Elite Series too. That was what
yeah.
they call those, the Invitationals or the top 100s or
Wait a minute, no, Ike didn't make it through Ike might have made the Classic one year, but Ike actually, the year he went pro, he won the Coinger side at Lake Norman of the old BP Top 100. He won the Coinger side there and sold the boat and had the money, to pay his entry fees for the following year. There you go. Derek says the one in May you're fishing for the 2022 divisional.
Gotcha. So if you start this year,
Yeah, Michael Carson's been on the South Carolina State team a few times. Stan Gunner has been on it a few times.
so if you start this year on Wiley, you fish a 2022 divisional. Do you go to a 2022 national championship for a potential 2023 Classic berth?
I guess that's the way it would be because this year
That's the
would
only
be
way
for
the
the
timeline
22
would work
Classic.
out, yeah. So yeah, it is Yep, Kersel did win the Classic.
Yeah,
of
the only
Federation.
Federation guy to ever win the Classic.
That's right. Him and his fish calls.
Yeah, little whistle.
I might have to show up in May.
Don't be scared. It's on Lake Wiley.
You scared? Just say you scared.
I don't know. I'll see if I have anything that conflicts at my schedule.
Oh boy. Well, it's on a Friday.
My
so,
schedule's so deep,
Yeah. Wildcat.
Jeff Mackey went to Maine last year for the state team. How'd that go, Jeff? I think like half the team never caught a bass up there the whole week.
It's crazy figuring out the puzzle. But yeah, we're trying to rack our.
Well, it's not really that hard. It's just that we don't know it that well, and we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants trying to answer questions here.
Brandon will draw a paper graph for
I
next
got
week.
Yeah.
Derek and
We'll
Rob Dyer.
we'll have a chart next week.
Derek and Rob Dyer are saying yes, so I would think that was the answer to my fishing for the 2023 Classic.
Yeah.
Y'all confused. We stay confused.
Hey, David G. Williams has got this right. We're the kings of misinformation.
Should have been on here earlier, David, when your other David was politicking. Turned down trip to Maine.
Yeah, I did that also.
Yeah, you do have to be part of the Federation Nation to fish it. So that means your club either has to be
Are
federated.
you allowed to fish it
Mhm.
now?
Yeah.
Yep, they don't have them stupid rules.
No pros allowed.
Yeah, they don't have
You
that
want to
dumb
have a
rule.
side bet for May if you're here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I promise you.
I might
Yeah.
want in on that one too.
Yeah, not a problem.
Saying I might run into each other a couple times, but
Hey, that's what I'm banking on. You two be fishing the same water,
Well,
and
all
I can
you-
have something
all-
myself.
all you guys will be out there chucking spoons at each other.
Yeah.
So
Nope,
Catching you 14 pounds.
not for the first 2 hours.
14 pounds.
Yeah, I got 14 on 3.
Yeah.
Hey, I think I won an ABA with 14 or 17 one time
Well, I mean-
around that same time.
Well,
Well, 14 or 17 is a big difference.
I don't
so-
remember. It's written down at the house somewhere with a little chicken head.
I've never won one of those. I've never won a big tournament, so I can't say anything.
I never got no chicken head.
You got some money there, right?
I fished 3 of them in my life. I finished second, and third.
I remember that one. I fished it. You'd have won if
I
you
like-
wouldn't have killed that one.
Yeah, I would have beat Rob Dye. Actually won it. I would have won it, but I had not one but 2 dead fish.
That's what you get for hooking them in the tongue in June.
Yeah, I
dummy.
guess.
Hey,
I don't know.
Need to work on your hook set.
I guess.
Start-
That's
just
where
stop
the
jerking like
1v1 between Hamrick and I started. Was at that ABA.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was mad when I come in. Well, he was leading it, and I come in.
You know what? I think I remember a story from that. Y'all messing with Joey, his boat floating off. Didn't your boat float out in the middle of the lake that?
Yep, it did.
That's right.
It did. It did it, Wayne. Who brought that up? Somebody had to
Nobody.
brought
I
that.
just remembered it.
Man, you got one of them carbon memories. No, that's where the little 1v1 beef between Hamrick and I started, and I beat him every time he came to Wiley up until the CBC championship.
Brian Key, smart board behind us would be cool.
Nope.
It would be cool, but, well, we need to get Joey's buddy on here. Maybe he'll 20 grand and a smart board. Let him swallow your cricket.
I mean, did Clun even fish?
He did. Clun blanked 2 days in a row. I don't know where
They
it went.
must not have been on the dollar pads on a spinner.
There's no dollar pads.
I know. That was my point.
Yeah, the thing,
Uh-oh.
I don't know where he went the first day, but I know for a fact he went to Robin the second day because I was in the lock with him.
We bored Rob Dye. He's going to bed
No,
at 8 o'clock.
it's Rob Dye's bedtime.
Oh, okay. Good night, Rob. Let's do this. I'll match you 500 to throw in the pot. The 1v1 between Joey and Shane.
Golly.
$500 on it now.
I'll match it. Come on, Levy, let's do it.
Yeah.
$1,000.
Now how we going to does
Winner take all?
or me and Joey get this money?
Yeah, that's what
Ah,
it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's winner take all.
Awesome. Now I'm gonna have to play a little harder.
There you go.
You ain't going to Norman this week now, are you? Going down to Greenwood
No,
while
Greenwood's
Joey's up
gonna be
in
a
Virginia.
mess.
All right, let's see. We got some more rules in here for the Federation stuff. Bass changed away to the Classic. It's first, second, third. Goes to Classic, not first in division. My son Brian finished 4th this year. Okay, didn't make it.
Ah.
Dang it. Derek, new for this year, top team from the 3 events will be invited to the Bass Team Championship at Eufaula in December, where the top angler will receive the last spot. I'm reading, sorry. I got $5 on Shane. Joe sucks.
Did you read Tater Hawk?
Yeah. Idea 3-day tournament. I don't know what's going on here.
Jason Land's kind of kicking around the idea. He sent me a little thing the other day. He's wanting to do a Jason, before I go any further, do you want me to talk about this?
Can I stop you right there? Why would no.
Put up
Okay.
or
Anyway,
shut.
never mind. I'm gonna save my commentary to the end.
He's in. Just
Hey.
give it to Joey.
Just give it to Joey. We'll square up.
I'll hold it during the tournament.
Jason Land, waiting on you, bud.
I hope Joey's still watching. He's gonna get nervous now.
That's the point.
Y'all done put the pressure on him.
Well, Brad Rutherford and Cam Kahara from
I can't
Pure
read the
Fishing
comment.
said he was going to come and heckle Joey all day during the 1v1. Joey's going to be throwing them Walmart crankbaits. It's the way he
Yep.
says. Read whole comment, Shane. Oh gosh.
I read the whole comment.
All right.
Idea of a 3-day tournament. Half the field fishes Saturday, other half fishes Sunday. Top half from both fish for the big money. $200 entry per boat. $50 optional side pot. Third day is $10 big fish per day. 100%
Per
payback.
boat. $10 big fish per boat.
No,
He
it
said
says per day.
but he meant per
Oh,
boat.
gotcha.
Oh, so no, it probably doesn't. It probably means $10 per day for the big fish.
Okay, so if you're getting everything, you $260.
So why don't we just have a 3-day tournament? $200 a boat. Everybody fish and you cut the field. Don't split it up. Let everybody fish the same conditions.
You can fish smaller boats then, or smaller lakes then.
I mean, just that way everybody is equal playing field. One thing that I didn't ever understand was the Saturday and Sunday winter trail at Norman, where they took Saturday's weights and paired them.
They never did that. You fish Saturday for money, and you fish Sunday for money.
So it wasn't broken up pot.
Nah.
No.
And that's what Jason's saying.
I like the idea of having a multi-day tournament. Everybody pay up $200 and block out 3 days and bring what you brung.
You should fish the opens.
The entry fee's a little steeper, boys and girls.
Jason, all I can
Thing
tell
about
you
it is,
is
though,
put it out there and see who comes.
It's hard. It's going to be hard to get a lot of boats locally to fish 3 days.
I'm gonna tell you right
because-
now, I cannot fish a Thursday, Friday,
I was gonna
Saturday
say,
tournament because
yeah.
that means I'm gonna have to practice Tuesday and Wednesday. So I might as well take the whole week off from work.
A lot of
And
guys.
when you got 2 young kids and
Off
3
limits.
weeks worth of vacation,
Off limits.
But still, yeah, a lot of guys aren't. They're not going to take.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, but a lot of guys would have to take Friday off work, and they're not going to put $260 up in the blind. They're going to want to practice.
We do it every time we fish the CBC.
I agree. I agree.
and
with
it brings
I agree
200
with
boats.
and
you.
the big
Yeah, but they pay $10,000 too.
the big reason that is because I believe the lake's off limits during the entire week. So you
Chris
get to
Chris
practice on the
Fuentes is
weekends.
in. He's all about it.
Well, I'm
Hey, Jason Land, let's talk this over. Let's put it together. This would be fun to do, even if it's a one time and it fizzles out. It'd
Well,
be
Jason
cool to do.
Land's saying you fish Saturday
Nah.
and
fine
Sunday.
would be the
and
fall.
then following
Okay,
the
well
next
there you
weekend.
go. No, I can understand that. What's wrong with that? Everybody's still fishing the same conditions.
I know. Put it out there. It's like I had a tournament Saturday. Nobody showed up.
Brian Key, it's raining so hard the bar just like through my farm gate off the Savannah River. Yeah, that's still not as funny as Keith DuBose's chickens wearing life jackets. Oh, okay.
All right, so this 1v1, this will be the biggest 1v1 yet. It will be.
You're right about that, Joey. We're gonna have a little bit of cabbage on the line.
Joe, we need a poster. You said you had a poster ready to go. Something about butterbean or something. After seeing Daniel Cook's rap on your boat, man, we need to get him to make it.
No. Nope. Daniel Cook is out.
He's not allowed to.
Nope. I used to
donate
let him
it.
go ride with me occasionally. No, he's done now. I done fired him.
Dang, you want a tackle pack? He's out. No more. Cut him off. $20,000 payout.
Now, based on that, how many boats would that be based on? 100?
200 times, yeah, $200 times 100 boats. Yeah, that's $20,000. And you get a big fish pot every day.
Yeah. 100 boats.
Come on now,
What?
Daniel Cook.
And they ain't worried about him.
He's talking about you cut him off.
Yep. He stay home and be daddy.
All right, we missed anything tonight?
It's cross for the director. That would be a big negative, Ghost Rider.
I don't have that one yet.
We're going to let Jason handle the tournament director duties.
Levy, text me when this thing's over. We get squared away on all the pertinent information, buddy.
Isn't that how they did King of the Lake that one year?
What? King of the Lake was
I know it was
They
all
had-
single boat, but didn't y'all fish?
they had like
one
7
day?
tournaments. They had it may have been one a month or one every other month, and then the final was 2 days. And
I thought for some reason y'all did something where y'all fished. Oh, that was that head-to-head stuff y'all did.
who did head? Oh no, they
You
did.
and
They
Ron Farrow.
no, I never got in
No.
on that deal because that to me just sounded ignorant, and it
You had to fish head-to-head or
it was
whatever.
bracket fishing.
Okay.
It was 4 hours. You go fish for 4 hours, come away, go back out for 4 more hours, and it cuts the bracket every time. Everybody put in $100 or something.
That sounds fun.
Hey, listen, Ron Farrow's lost a bunch of fishing rods out there fishing, match fishing. Put the boat in the water at 6 o'clock in the evening, come in at 2, and you separate 2 hours per man. You get 2 hours, he gets 2 hours, and you alternate the ends of the boats, kind of like the old ultimate match fishing.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming back.
We,
They still do it every year.
We did that several times for fishing rods and other things.
You know, I heard that same story, but from the other end, that you lost a bunch of fishing rods.
Huh? I did. Oh no, I lost too. I lost. He lost. We traded stuff back and forth for about a month, and then it kind of just got dumb.
When are you leaving? Sunday?
I'm leaving Sunday, yeah.
All right.
I was going to fish Jason Land's tournament Saturday at Tuckertown, but he canceled it.
And it's supposed to be sunny.
Don't get me wrong, I'm just messing with him. The reason he canceled it is the exact reason. There's going to be so much trash floating down the Yadkin River. It's going to be
Terrible.
Tuckertown could be
it'll
crazy,
be
too.
it'll be dangerous. It'll be very dangerous.
Yeah, especially Tuckertown. The main channel of that place is only 6 boats wide anyway.
Yeah.
So if you get outside them buoys, watch out for. You can tear up stuff quick there. Not that I've ever done it,
What's
but I've
Daniel
seen
Cook talking about? You threw the towel.
Me and him go back and forth at each other all the time.
Oh.
it. Man, Shane, $1,000 and the belt.
And the belt.
What's more important?
The belt.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the belt.
You know, somebody tagged me in a place that makes these nice leather belts with the buckle and everything. $150 we can have one.
Really.
Yes. A real live.
But that kind of takes away from the belt Brandon's kids made. I kind of like it.
Oh, I know. I mean, there's some.
I mean, maybe we could do this. Maybe we could get a nice belt and then take the belt that
And tape it to the inside of
that,
it.
that Braxton Ansley made and put it up here on like the Wall of Fame.
There you go.
Could do that.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, after you win $1,000, maybe you can. Because we had no budget at the beginning.
We'll do
of
that.
this.
But if I win, we're buying a belt.
There you go.
All right.
Plain and simple.
Josh, good.
What
He
that
wants
thing
it
like
so.
say.
He wants it so
I'm not
bad.
getting the same comments you guys are.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. I'm stuck on Steve Dyer is watching.
Oh.
Steve, I hope your knee
That was like
recovery
an hour
is
ago,
going
dude.
well.
That's right, Brian. Y'all keep on. The money will be more than the top 50 cut. That's right. If we do that, we're gonna buy 2 belts.
We're going to start different divisions. Uh-oh.
Did you just kill us?
No.
Oh.
Come on now. You know better than that.
I don't do I though.
Yeah. We switched cameras on the fly.
Daniel Cook wants to know what format is your logo in. I know it's in a vector format.
I got it in
used it.
vector. I probably have.
DXF.
I could get my wife to transfer it. I think she's got an Apple computer. She's much better at that than I am.
Plasma cutter. Man, we're trying to get fancy now.
A plasma cutter.
Man, you cannot replace the bedazzled rhinestones that my 2-year-old little girl put on.
I
that
know,
thing.
it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're starting to fall off.
All right, we now that Levy wants to buy the belt, he
He
wants
can
to be able to
design
design it.
We're not putting Joey Sabaga's face on it, no.
Might have to put his name on the back.
We might have to do that.
Chris Marshall, the St. Johns River is not dangerous to run. Is it, Shane?
No, not
I
at
didn't
all.
see. I didn't see it being dangerous.
Not at all.
Need to have a Royal Rumble for the next belt. You know what? We could probably move everything out in here and set up a wrestling rink to have a
That-
Royal
no.
Rumble.
Hey,
That
we
would be awful.
moved everything to have a cornhole tournament one time.
That's right. Who won that?
I think you did. You and Cole Huskins. maybe.
Chris, you should go. You should go to St. John's for the regional.
Best trophy
100%
I ever
you should
owned,
go.
Brandon. I appreciate that, Jason. My kids, I will make sure they know that. They were super
Oh,
excited to
Levy,
make that
Levy, come on now.
cage match.
Cage
What he
match.
said?
Wow.
What did Levy say?
I'm just gonna tell you, if we
He's-
having
he said
cage
he's gonna throw in a
matches,
pappy.
if
on
we having
top of
cage
that.
matches, Brandon's gonna be my partner.
Tag team.
Hey, I got low center of gravity. Come on.
You ever seen Brandon?
I mean, I'm looking at him. I'm not worried about that.
Look here. If we have a cage match, you and I would definitely have the best entrance theme. We might not do anything once we got to the ring, but we could put on a show getting there.
Oh
I
god.
might embarrass you on the
I
way
don't know
down.
if Shane going off top rope on this floor. There's enough give to make it worth it.
Now
would-
wait a minute,
it would-
Slim.
Hey, I'm not jumping off the top rope on a concrete
I
floor.
can tell you right now, if any of us jump off the top rope, it's going to hurt us
Well,
more than
yeah.
it's going to hurt the floor.
Yeah. Jimmy Snooker style. That's right.
I
250 pounds.
Shane.
Twisted steel, take the pill.
now
That's Dusty Rhodes.
I know.
American Dream. Son of a plumber.
we need to. I did get a phone call. We need to do the monofilament hook set thing again.
You want to do it right now?
I don't have something set up. I mean, I can go do it. I can go get it
We
set
got
up.
90 people watching. I think we should do it every night. D1 wrestler. Oh, man. Don't let those guys get a hold of you.
No. The problem is, I didn't see that. He didn't have ears like Wisnett. He must have been able to stay off the
He's
floor.
probably good.
All them wrestlers have got broke ears.
He did. Nah.
My dad wrestled. It took me a long time to be able to do anything to him.
You still couldn't, probably. It's your daddy.
I don't know. I got him by about 5 inches and 60 pounds now. So,
Is that all?
yeah.
He's pretty fit for an older fella.
Well, he throws bags for a living, so he
Yeah.
stays fit. My old man will be 60 years old this year.
Really.
Yep. He will be.
Hmm.
The original fishing partner.
Original.
All right, we're losing viewers. Shane, do you have anything else? Anything else important?
I hadn't had anything important all night.
Bull rider.
It's just been a lot of fun to talk about it.
I got conned into putting a $500.
Didn't you though? I hate it when that happens.
Daryl Barney got you, and Johnson. When Shane falls on you, it hurts.
Yeah, he's right.
Tables, ladders, and chairs is the only proper. That's right.
Oh god, we're gonna be in a hell in a cell
I was
next.
trying to remember the what were the 3D, the Dudley brothers? Is that it?
Yep.
Jeff Murray.
Devon.
Jeff Murray.
He died.
We
didn't he?
probably
No.
could
talking
work
about
something out on this. Rusty Hooks Invitational, Murray, Wiley, and Mystery Lake for $150.
I'm in on that.
Viewers.
Yeah, heck yeah, me too.
I'm in on that. Someone's filming me. I'm in on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
B. Will gets a ball bat. That's right.
All right. Jeff Murray, I'm going to put that in the works. Brandon and I will put our heads together and put something together on
I'm
that.
in on that one.
That'd be fun.
Mystery
Fat
Lake.
Daddy.
Are we
All
going
the way
to
from
limit
Alabama.
it to viewers, or are we going to open it up publicly?
What? No, make it a tournament.
Rusty Hooks invitation. Yeah, man, that'll be about your store.
Make it a tournament.
There
We
you
got to
go.
do stuff to promote the store.
That's right.
All right.
That'd be a good
You
thing.
got a website now, right?
We do.
All right. We ain't talked
Yeah.
about it yet.
Dudley Boys.
Dudley Boys,
Devon, get the table.
You guys.
Steiner Brothers.
That's
They-
all out of my
They
league. That-
suck.
That well, Steiner
I mean,
Brothers.
all they did was get in there and bark like a dog.
That was
Should've
Rick.
just slapped him in the back of the head.
Big Papa Pump.
Dude, he's a chump.
Oh, well, that was before.
His son gonna eat so many steroids.
Well,
He
that's what I
can't,
was
he
saying.
can't
The
go to the
Steiner Brothers
bathroom.
were before steroids.
Big Papa Dump.
Hey,
He's
Levy.
probably watching.
Champion
Levy, I know
volleyball
you're
shorts for
watching
Shane.
this, but
That's right, Brian Keith.
when
I've
we
been
talk
volleyballing
later,
in Savannah all
you
weekend.
guys are so out of the loop. You're too reminiscing the old days
We're
when
having
you
fun.
thought wrestling was
We're
real.
having, it is real.
Real fake.
It is real. You know how you make a man bleed and it ain't really bleeding.
I can hit you and make you bleed.
That's,
that's
my
real.
point.
and
It's
it won't
real.
hurt you.
How's it not gonna hurt me? If you draw blood from part of my body, it's gonna hurt.
Okay. Now, Levy, let's talk about that money thing. We could do something big with that Rusty Hooks Invitational.
Invitational. That means invite only.
Well, that's what he called it. I
I
mean,
like it.
Well, we're gonna invite everybody.
All right.
yeah,
Open invitational.
Yeah.
man, you guys are.
Look
Look at all.
Look,
see,
look
you're
at all- look at
you're
all the wrestling
outsider.
stuff.
All the people down here know everything there
That's
is to
right.
know about wrestling.
dude. Hey, you are in the South.
I know.
There's two
NASCAR,
NASCAR, wrestling,
and
and
college football.
wrestling and racing.
Are they both spelled R's?
Yep.
Wrestling ain't what? Wrestling ain't real.
What wrestling ain't real? You tell him, Keith.
You know that a guy I grew up with made it to the WWE.
Did he really?
Yep.
It'll be open, Levy. It'll be open to
did.
everybody.
I wish I could remember his name. All he ever got to do is special guest referee.
Uh-oh.
Man, this is all going into like a 1985 circa wrestling era.
See, look
stuff
at there.
over
David Williams, Wahoo McDaniels was in our bass club.
There you go.
I remember Big Wahoo, the big chief. He used to come to the Monday night tournaments at Lake Norman. Had a white and green Procraft. Sure
He
did.
don't know who Wahoo McDaniel
I
is.
know he
I didn't never watch that. Now, you want
And
to talk about racing?
and you call somebody redneck, you don't know nothing.
If you don't know,
I ain't going there.
Hey, I watch
Road
racing.
Dog. I deer hunted with Wahoo. How about that?
Drink like a fish. David, you was probably buying him beer.
All right. What are we going to do? We're going to wrap this thing up.
I don't know. I'm having fun.
It is fun. It's fun. It's amazing what you can come up with just sitting back.
I know.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Man, they're bringing back all the good names. When I was growing up, I will never forget, we used to have, they were basically parties with the pay-per-views. Someone would talk their parents into buying the pay-per-view event, and everybody that came had to pitch in whatever it was to cover it.
Shoot, my cousin Big Jimmy, his mama used to buy all the pay-per-view events, and we'd go over there and watch them.
And then one of my friends got one of them black boxes. Remember those things?
I had one.
God, that's gonna bother me. I can't remember his name.
Abdullah the Butcher. Daryl, one of the most memorable wrestling matches I was ever at was Abdullah the Butcher versus Wahoo McDaniels. Abdullah used to carry a little, like a fork or a knife or something in his belt. He got old Wahoo down there in the headlock, and you seen him get that thing out, and he just went to wailing on his head, and there's blood flying everywhere, and you gonna tell me that ain't real. There's
wasn't.
something wrong with you.
I had to text my buddy, ask him what his name was. That's bad.
Anyway, y'all, we probably need to wrap this thing
The
up.
Bushwhackers. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That was the man right there.
He
Dude came out with a 2x4.
He had the next dumbest gimmick to Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan has the dumbest thing ever. I mean, he slaps people around and then goes and drops his leg on them, and that kills them. I just don't get it.
That's right. I could not remember that. Brad Maddox was my buddy's name.
Oh,
in the
Lord.
ring.
Oh,
Magnum TA. Now they're going way back.
Magnum T got messed up in the car wreck.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Hacksaw, I didn't know that. Hacksaw Jim Duggan lives in Lugoff.
Does he really?
That's what somebody
why,
just
why
said.
does that not surprise me?
Is that a double wide on 5 acres?
Probably where he got all this.
Yeah.
That's probably where he put all the 2x4s.
Right off the backside of Wateree Creek down there.
With all the busty Corvettes in the front yard that don't run anymore.
That's right.
Camaros.
IROCs.
Still sporting a mullet.
Oh gosh.
All right. Shane, let Brandon do a leg.
do a leg drop on you.
We'll video that next
Hey,
week.
I'll tell you what. If we can get 200 viewers, we'll do it.
Screw that. I'm kicking you in the balls and Stone Cold stunning you.
Oh my gosh.
Pour 2 Coors Lights on you.
Oh Lord.
Oh boy, this just went. We've been everywhere tonight. I mean,
telling
literally,
you,
have
we
been
really
everywhere.
have.
See, this is what happens when we sit here 20 minutes before what we want to talk about.
All right, next week we're gonna have a itinerary, an outline, some speaking points.
Be back on regular basis next week.
I mean, no, but this is good. It
is good.
It brings a kind of a full spectrum.
Yeah, you learned a lot about
Personality.
wrestling tonight.
No, I did. I just listen to you guys talk. I don't care. Never mind. The only wrestling that I've watched was
You watched the Glow, didn't you?
You
You didn't watch Glow Wrestling?
No, I
Who
just
on here can tell me what Glow
I don't
Wrestling
know what
was?
that is.
all I did was watch a 5-pounder get body slammed this week.
More wrestling next week.
Somebody tell me what Glow is. That's a trivia question for tonight.
What are you gonna give away, Shane?
I don't know.
We still got to send. We still got to send that tackle pack to the. Yeah, we owe a viewer a tackle pack.
Who do we owe a tackle pack? I forgot. I remember now, but I forgot all about it. Who was
Oh, I gotta get it.
We
I've got
need-
it in my
yeah.
messages.
Gorgeous ladies of wrestling, women's
it?
wrestling.
There you go.
Keith DeBose.
That's exactly right, Keith.
Patrick Erica Tyndall. We gotta get that out.
Look, there's another one. There's a
Love
lot
wrestling.
of people. No, Brian, it wasn't mud wrestling.
Me, Anthony Johnson. Y'all probably watched it
I've
together.
suplexed Johnson
I'll
a time
bet
or
you
two.
have. I bet you have. No viewers will go off topic again.
Oh, all right, boys. Let's wrap this thing up.
All right, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys.
Enjoyed talking and BSing with y'all tonight.
I'll get this uploaded. We do have a YouTube channel. It's Rusty Hooks Live. And I keep getting emails. We're up to like 25 different podcast players that carry us now.
Really?
We are.
That's good.
We're on iTunes. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Amazon now.
Amazon.
Amazon picked us up. We're on Spotify. They were the first. I can't name all of them. The list is just.
That's good.
I just keep getting
Hey,
emails.
hey, don't forget to stock up for the CBC. www.rustyhookstackle.com
Or come by the store.
or come by and see us. We're here 7 to 5 weekdays, 7 to 12 on Saturdays, and we are closed on Sunday. Rusty Hooks Live, where our hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp.
Tune in next week for
See
more
you
wrestling
guys.
highlights.
See you guys next week.
No more wrestling. That's done. I'll put my foot down.
See you guys.
Oh, God.